Individually, we are a drop, but together, we are the ocean. On our own, we can feel small. One voice, one story, one person trying to make sense of a big world. It's easy to believe that what we do doesn't matter, that our pain is too personal, that our growth is too private, that our voice is too quiet. But the truth is, individually, we are a drop, but together, we are the ocean. The power of one still matters. A single drop doesn't look powerful on its own, but every ocean begins with one act of courage, one honest conversation, one person choosing healing, one decision to grow, one moment of compassion. No movement starts as a movement. It starts as a choice. Your choice. Connection is where strength multiplies. Isolation weakens us. Connection strengthens us. When people heal alone, they survive. When people heal together, they transform. Community doesn't just comfort, it multiplies impact. Shared truth creates safety. Shared growth creates momentum. Shared courage creates change. Together, we move faster. Together, we move deeper. Together, we create waves. Why we're conditioned to believe we're alone. So many of us were taught to handle things quietly. Don't burden others. Don't speak too loudly. Don't make waves. Don't need too much. So we learned to carry things alone. But healing was never meant to be a solo journey. Strength isn't isolation. Resilience isn't silence. Growth isn't loneliness. We weren't built to evolve in isolation. We were built to evolve in relationship. Shared stories create shared healing. When one person speaks, it gives others permission to breathe. When one person heals, it shows others what's possible. Your story doesn't just belong to you. It becomes a bridge, a mirror, a lifeline, a lighthouse. This is how oceans form, one drop at a time, moving in the same direction. Unity doesn't erase individuality. Being part of something bigger doesn't make you smaller. It makes you stronger. You don't lose your identity in community. You bring it. Every voice matters. Every experience adds depth. Every perspective adds current. An ocean isn't made up of identical drops. It's made up of many. Different paths, different stories, different struggles. Same direction. Collective growth creates collective change. Healing doesn't just change individuals. It changes systems. Families shift. Communities evolve. Cultures transform. When people rise together, Standards rise, boundaries rise, truth rises, compassion rises. This is how generational patterns break, not through one person alone, but through many choosing differently. You are not too small to matter. If you've ever felt insignificant, remember this. Oceans don't come from force. They come from accumulation. Your kindness matters. Your growth matters. Your voice matters. Your healing matters. Not because it's loud, but because it's added. We rise faster together. Growth is possible alone, but it's sustainable together. Support creates endurance. Community creates resilience. Unity creates momentum. We are stronger in alignment, braver in connection, more powerful in unity. Slay reflection. Let's reflect, Slayer. S. Where in your life have you tried to grow alone instead of together? L. Who feels safe for you to connect with in your healing or growth journey? A. What part of your story could help someone else feel less alone? Why? How would your life shift if you allowed yourself to be supported? Call to action. Join the conversation. I'd love to hear from you. Who has been a part of your ocean? The people who helped you heal, grow, or rise. Share your story in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. And if you know someone who feels alone in their journey, send this to them. Sometimes all we need is a nudge. This is Carrie Genzel reading a blog from stateofslay.com. Slay on.